Thank you for joining me. My name is Fitz, and this is the Acupuncture Physician Explains. This channel is designed to just help people stay healthy. Just let y'all know what the latest research is showing on acupuncture and just medicine in general. Right? So I got some great news coming up. Great news, great news. I've been doing a lot of research on mitochondria. What is the mitochondria? The mitochondria appears in every eukaryotic cell, right? Basically, what that means is, animal cell, humans, lions, tigers, and in plants, it's called mostly the chloroplast, right? When you was in high school or elementary, I'm pretty sure you heard that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And yes, that's true. Is where ATP is made. ATP is basically energy, right? You have the electron transport system that happens. So you have basically four to five proteins on the membrane of the mitochondria where the electron passes through. All right. The main thing for mitochondria is that it takes sugar and oxygen and it provides energy. But the mitochondria does more than just being the powerhouse of the cell. It does more. Research shows that it can affect sleep. It can affect cancer. If there's something wrong with the mitochondria, it can sometimes lead to Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. CTE is a condition where when people get hit in the head too many times, it can cause degenerative progression of CTE. But then CTE has also been linked to mitochondria not being regulated properly. When I first started this journey, I was looking about mitochondria and sleep. How for years scientists never really knew why we slept. Yes, you can say we slept because we were tired, but as far as chemically at the cellular level, why do we sleep? And I think we may have found the answer. So one of the theories is that our mitochondria, because it's working overtime throughout the day, it tends to leak electrons, all right? And then you can tend to have oxidative stress, which is basically free electron, unpaired electron. One thing about chemistry is that electrons need to be paired, okay? You just can't have one electron in the orbital. It's going to try to look to snatch another electron from something else. And that could be something that's very important to us, to us. So most scientists believe that the reason we sleep is because we get sleepy, quote unquote, and we sleep because our body is trying to needs time to give our mitochondria a rest and get time for those oxidative stress to don't cause so much damage. So again, mitochondria, when it's active, it can produce reactive oxygen species, which I was talking about. So in doing my research with that, it's like I just started to find out more information about mitochondria, and I came to the conclusion already, or at least I'm leading to the conclusion that I think a lot of diseases and issues, including aging and sleep, is probably linked to how well our mitochondria is doing. I am currently going to start a research right now on CTE. I used to be an MMA fighter, so I care about athletes who are showing signs of CTE. CTE stands for chronic traumatic encephalopathy, right? You can't diagnose somebody with CTE while they're alive. only when they die, unfortunately. What just happened in the brain? What is CTE? So what happens is that when somebody takes too many hits in the head, right, it can cause these proteins called tau proteins. Tau proteins basically is there to it. Tau proteins are placed in certain part of the certain um, membranes or barriers, and too much hits to the head can cause those tau proteins to release from there, and then the tau proteins will actually clump up. It's called tauopathy. They can clump up, right? And in Chinese medicine, we call it phlegm. So, and then that when it does that, tau proteins, it in turn can actually hinder mitochondrial function. And what happens is that you have a cascade of events where because the tau proteins are hindering the mitochondrial function, in turn, that's also feeding into more tau proteins getting dislodged from the brain and causing it to clump up, and then in turn causing more mitochondria to go bad, and that's where you have a cascade effect. But here comes acupuncture. There's some good research that I've been reading, and so hopefully more about how acupuncture is a promising, could be a promising treatment for people with CTE or just fixing mitochondrial balance in general. All right, certain points like spleen 9, liver 3, stomach 36, GB20. Those points have been proven to show some signs of regulating the mitochondria. The thing is, we need to regulate the mitochondria, right? I strongly believe that by regulating the mitochondria, reducing the amount of damage done by the reactive oxygen species, reducing the damage done by these free radicals, along with taking antioxidants like blueberries and stuff, and magnesium withdrawal. I'm coming up with a treatment plan that's going to include diet also, food, but also going to include acupuncture that I believe can help hopefully slow down CTE, hopefully stop it, in some cases reverse it. This is I'm very, very excited about this. I think that's something, for the most part, has been overlooked in general. How acupuncture can bridge the gap with Western medicine to try to bring the patient the best treatment possible. So, be on the lookout for more of my videos because I do believe this is going to be a breakthrough. And once I get my stuff organized, I'm going to bring this up to like NFL teams, college teams, high school teams, to see if I can treat their athletes with my treatment plan that I'm going to come up with. As part of the treatment plan, I'm going to have to use electrical acupuncture, right? I still got to do a lot more research to see how many treatments it's going to take, this and that. I don't know yet, but I think the number of treatments is going to be according to how long they've been playing sports, how advanced they are in the CTE. So every treatment is not going to be the same, right? But again, I'm super excited about this. Mitochondria is the key, y'all. Mitochondria is the key to longevity. Mitochondria health is the key to aging, to insomnia, to erectile dysfunction. There's also unregulated mitochondria is also due to erectile dysfunction. The more I read about this stuff, the more I do research about this stuff, the more I realize, wow, excuse me. The more I read about this stuff, the more I realize that I think all this time, and what's crazy about the mitochondria is that we believe that billions of years ago it used to be a bacteria because it has its own DNA and other science too. that HB some bacteria, and billion years ago, a cell basically engulfed that type of cell or bacteria, and it formed a nice symbiosis that benefits us and the bacteria itself, which is just amazing, y'all. It's amazing. So I know I'm going all over the place, but at this point, man, this could be a breakthrough, y'all. A big breakthrough. I seriously think that I stumbled onto something, right? And I think, like, stuff like blueberries. I think blueberries are the number one antioxidant fruit. And not only that, blueberries are also is good for to build up your natural killer cells, which take care of cancer cells, viruses, and bacteria. Right? So be on the lookout for some more info. I'm gonna keep you updated, okay? And then I'll see y'all next time.